Hi, crafting friends. A room just isn't complete without plants, and I'm going to show you today some really fun ways to transform vegetable cans, fruit cans, and other household items into really attractive planters. We're going to be using herbs as well as some of these succulents you see. Here are the tin cans I'll be using. Using a can opener that creates a clean edge, I've opened them up, used the produce, and then just rinsed them out and removed the labels. Now the first one we're going to use is a peel and stick from the Dollar Tree. There's so many ways to use these versatile products. You can see here that I'm just rolling the peel and stick border around the can to get a sense of the length we need to cut. Once it's cut, I'm just going to adhere it to this can. You can see I'm just rolling it around the can and just pressing it down as I peel back that protective layer. Once that's done, I'm going to just flip it over and make little cuts at the base. That way I can neatly fold it into the bottom. Going into my stash of little wooden blocks and beads, I'm going to use 4 wooden blocks as feet for our little planter. All you have to do is glue those little wooden blocks evenly around the base and it'll stand up. Then, should you want to create holes in the bottom of your can for drainage, that will allow the planter to be elevated over some sort of a base. I'm not going to do that though because my little pots will just come in and out easily for watering. Here you can see I have this fragrant little pot of rosemary, and the little plastic pot fits almost perfectly into the planter. I did just cut away a little bit of the rim at the top, and then I'm able to slide it in easily. For an added flourish, I'm using some of this pretty pink ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. Any pretty ribbon will work beautifully with just a few drops of glue to adhere it, and then I'm going to put on one final embellishment. You can see how easily you can transform a simple can from plain to pretty. And now we're going to do something very easy with one of the Dollar Tree $1.25 gold frames. These are nice. They don't have a glass front. All you have to do is pull back the little clips, remove that easel back. Then I'm going to use one of the little fabric rolls from the Dollar Tree to create our background. Creating a mat is so easy. All you have to do is lay your easel back down over the back side of the fabric, then just trace around it and cut out your rectangle. That will perfectly fit inside the frame. A thin line of glue around that outer border of the back side of the easel will allow you then to lay your fabric face up, and as you smooth it with your fingers, any little creases or wrinkles will smooth right out. Next, you can just reinsert it into that frame, and then you'll just replace the little clips around it on the 4 corners. And when you flip it over, you'll see you have a very colorful palette on which to make a very simple decoration. First, though, I want to tone down some of that bright gold by using a little bit of Rub and Buff in the vintage gold color. You see, I'm just using a little bit on a pouncer brush. A few drops of glue was all that was needed to attach this brightly colored little packet of seeds. The gardening theme is further highlighted as I attached some little wooden honeybees around the border. My name is Lisa, and welcome again to my channel. If you're enjoying this video so far, I would really appreciate it if you would give it a like, a thumbs up. It really does help my channel to grow. And now let's move forward with more fun decorating ideas. I think you'll love this next project. I'm using one of these classic metal trucks. You can find them actually at Dollar Tree in the Plus section or in lots of other stores. You can decorate them seasonally. I had mine decorated for fall with the pumpkins, and I've now removed those, and they're being replaced with a piece of landscape fabric that I cut to fit. I'm now arranging some pretty little potted succulents into the back of the truck bed. I didn't want to plant them directly because I thought it would make watering more difficult. Next, I'm using some wooden blocks as well as some tumbling tower blocks, and I'm going to create a little stand for this sweet little dog on the Christmas package. I didn't want the Christmas package to be visible, so this little stand will elevate the puppy just so you see his little face peeking out of the side of the truck. I've created a little stand with some wooden blocks, some tumbling tower blocks glued to the top as well, and that elevated it just the right height. You can use all kinds of little miniatures that you may have around. I'm also introducing one of these Through the Garden wildflower seed packets just to create a pretty little colorful backdrop. Next, I'm adding a little wreath that I made out of this little laurel garland, and I'm going to attach that to the front of the truck using a drop of hot glue. Just think how much fun this would be to decorate it for Christmas. You could certainly add little red berries for a holly wreath. You could add a little Christmas tree in the back, a Santa peeking out, or possibly for 4th of July, as we celebrate America's 250th birthday, we could add some flags to the back of the truck and make the wreath red, white, and blue. There's so many opportunities to use living plants and decorate seasonally in fun ways. What ideas do you have as you look around your home and find unique items that can serve as planters? Living plants bring such a beauty to our homes. And here you can see it adds a bit of whimsy and charm to our end table in our living room. And I've started working on a surprise project for you. Can you guess what I'm going to make with this Dollar Tree frame? You can see it's fairly large, and I bought it when it was still $1.25. That combined with some rice paper, you can see the wood grain pattern on it, and you can see the little herbs peeking out in the back. This sweet little Dollar Tree garden sign is going to be one of the features, along with some repurposed tin cans. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you again and would love to hear your comments. It's great to get to know members of our creative crafting community. Take care and God bless.